Hi and hello, welcome back. Jana here with a new process video for the VickiBoutin Mixed Media Makers, and this layout was totally fun to make, and I really love that gorgeous watercolor paper with all the different colors. And I have made my own little stencil with circles. Because Vicki had some circle masks in her last, last, not collection, but last, I don't know, totally forgot the word. So, and that stencil is not available anymore. And so I decided to go ahead and cut my own little stencil. And my idea was to create some circles out of the paper with the same colors like the paper. So I am grabbing the art crayons and the big brushes, the art crayon brushes, and I am just mixing the art crayons so that I will get the same colors like the paper underneath the stencil. And it took me a while to get all the circles done, but I really love how that looks. And here I'm switching to the small brush because I had the feeling I could get the art crayon better through the stencil with a small brush. So yeah, just trying to find the right colors, and I'm mixing blues and greens, and I will bring in some yellow and orange and red, and I will also bring in some gesso and for the middle of the stencil. So I will not create circles on the paper, so I will use gesso instead, so that I will have the colored stencil on the white paper and the white dots on the pattern paper. So that makes sense and you understand what I'm talking. So, but you can, we can only watch, or we can just watch what I am doing, and so you will totally understand what I'm talking about in a second. So grabbing the gesso and a little palette knife, and I'm just applying a thin layer of gesso. And I really love how that looks. It's yeah, just fun to play with the colors and the white on the pattern paper, and I really love how that looks. And the stencil is just from white cardstock, so I can't use it for the next projects, but yeah, I just wanted to give it a try, and I really like how the stencil turned out, and so maybe I will go ahead and cut that one in on some plastic or some, there are some other papers outside what I can use. Yeah. So now I decided to add some splatters, and I'm grabbing one of the tiny water brushes from VickiBoutin. She just released some new water brushes, watercolor, or not, just brushes. And yeah, I'm just adding some splatters here and there, and going back with the brush to create some bigger splatters. And yeah, I will also add some green splatters and some in orange and in red, and then I will just flip the paper so that I can add the same brushes on the upper part from the paper. Yeah. And that layout was inspired by one of Michelle Vedat's pages I have seen, and she is on the Hip Kit Club design team with me, and so I really liked that layout, and I was not realizing that I am lifting her. I thought I saw her layout and I really liked it, and but that is a few weeks ago, and so I just I started with that project, and when I was done, I was like, oh look, it's a totally scrap lift from one of hers her pages, and so yeah, sometimes it's just happened, right? Yeah, here you can see the lower part is ready to go, and so I just flipped the paper so that I can create some more dots on the upper corner. And yeah, just the same way, I'm using the art crayons, and I'm mixing orange and pink and yellow, just some from the warm set, the art crayon warm, yeah, I think. And I will go back and add some more on the white area on the left side, and so I'm just having fun, and I totally love how that looks, really. I'm so happy that I tried that, and I like it, really. Yeah, just adding some in yellow and a touch of orange. And it's awesome that you can mix the art crayons together, really. And the white gesso again. And here I'm not adding as much as on the other, you know. Yeah. And the pictures I'm scrapping are from my little one when he was, oh, I don't know, 8 or 10 months old, and he was just sitting in his car seat, you know, and was watching me, and he just looked totally adorable, and so I took that picture, and I love it. And I think I'm scrapping it twice. I'm not sure. Or will I cut them into half? I'm not sure right now. Yeah, here you can see I'm just adding some more circles, and I love how that looks. Really, I'm totally happy about how that looks. And because art crayons are not a wet media, I can totally use that stencil again, and I have only a thin layer of gesso on it, and so I'm yeah, I can use it on the next project, and I have used it on the next project, so stay tuned for that. Yeah, adding the last circles, and then I will start to build up my my layout, my clustering around the picture. And yeah, I have a few things on my desk from the ephemera, from the die cuts, and I will stay with the colors I have used for the art crayons. So I'm going with orange and red and a touch of blue and green, but I will also bring in some black. And now I'm just splattering some art crayons around and going in with the brush to add some bigger splatters, you know. And yeah, and on this video, my camera died when I was making it, and I did not realize it. I was just making, and I had fun, and then I was checking the camera, and I was like, oh, damn, no. So, but you will get some final pictures at the end. Now I'm building up my title and my clustering, and the title will be Life is Good. And I love the touch of black, yeah. And I totally love that background. Really, the art crayons are so awesome to work with, and it's perfect to use them on a dry way with the brush and the stencils. It's just fun. And yeah, here I just cutted that picture into half, and I will just work with one. And now I'm going into the papers, and I'm not pretty sure how many papers I will add, but I will add just a touch of color behind that picture. But I will not use a yellow one. No, I will not. just adding a touch of blue and a touch of green, because there's not much blue in the paper and in the dots around it, and so I wanted to add a touch of blue, and I love that color. And now I'm starting to build my layering, my cluster behind the picture. And first I was thinking about layering them where the colors are on the paper, you know. But I will just I will have all the pieces near to the picture, so just around it. And I will also get that little bird down. And here I'm just playing around with the colors, and I am, yeah, what I said before. My first idea was to get the pictures, the elements where the colors are on the paper. Yeah, and I hope you're understanding what I'm talking about. So life is good. It is. And I'm just filling around so that I will have the title where I wanted it to be. And yeah, just having fun with all the awesome stuff. And I am going a bit crazy with all the elements behind that picture and the paper. And I think I will also bring in some black thread. And I'm sorry for shaking. I have a new setup for my camera, and when someone is, moving the table or just it's shaking, and I need to figure that out, how to stop that. So, yeah, adding some black thread because of the black title. I needed a touch of black. Yeah. And I think I will grab some foam tape because I wanted to pop up that. I think. No, I'm not sure. And yeah, adding my title. Just, that was a first try, but I don't like how that looks. And so I'm changing that one. I will place the word life onto that picture. Yeah. And life is good. Yeah, now I think there are only a few seconds left, and then the camera will just yeah. So I really had fun with that page, and yeah, like I said before, you will get some final pictures at the end, and I'm just having fun with all the bits and pieces here. I'm just getting everything next to that picture, and I love how that looks. And yeah, so some final pictures at the end. And thank you all so much for watching, and stay tuned for more videos. And yeah, talk to you soon. And thanks for watching. And yeah, I think that's it. Just more thread, and now I am off. So yeah, bye.